Okay, this is the array of height and each element represents the height of the tower. Okay, so 3 is height of one tower, 9 is height of one tower, 12 is height of one tower, 16 is height of one tower. Now see, this array is sorted. That does not mean the array will be sorted every time. Okay, so we have to, what we have to perform is that we can increase k element, we can increase k element with each element of the array. Like here is the height of the tower is 3, we can increase 3 or we can decrease 3. Clear? And we have to perform this operation with each element of the array. We cannot keep each element whatever it is. Okay, like if it is 9, we cannot keep it as 9, keep it as 9. Okay, we have to perform minimum one operation. Okay, so after performing any of the operation, we have to return the minimum maximum difference. Minimum maximum difference means, suppose here the array is 3 and the array is this, and the minimum element of this array is 3 and the maximum element of the array is 20. Okay, so what is the difference of the between the minimum and maximum element? Difference is 17. Okay, so we have to determine, after applying those operations, we have to determine the minimum difference. The minimum difference we have to determine that. So I will give you an example. Suppose you have 3 coins and your friend have 8 coins. Okay, now you have one operation of k equals to 2. You can increase 2 coins or you can decrease 2 coins, by which the difference between you and your friend becomes minimum. So what you will do, you will add 2 to the minimum element or minimum coin so that it becomes 5, and you will decrease 2 from the maximum element or maximum coin, by which it becomes 6. So the minimum difference becomes 1. Okay, so what we have done here is we have found the minimum element and we have added the k, by which the minimum element increases, and we have minus the k from the maximum element, by which it becomes 6. So what we have done, we have increased the minimum and we have decreased the maximum, by which the difference becomes minimum. Okay, clear? So again we are going to our main problem, where the main problem was 3, 9, 12, 16, 20. This is our array and we have to determine the minimum difference between the minimum element and the maximum element after some operations. So tell me one thing, if we have to get the minimum difference, then what we will do? I have explained that you have to increase the minimum one and you have to decrease the maximum one. So the thought process also came to my mind was, I can increase the k, increase the smallest element and decrease the largest element, and then I can return it. So that was massive mistake and it was also done by me. So not easy, that much, not that much easy this problem is. So what we can do is we can sort the array. It is not necessary the array will be sorted for you. Okay, the array can be unsorted, so we have to sort the array. Why we have to sort the array? This is a nice explanation. Okay, suppose we are taking these two elements. Okay, we are taking these two elements. So these two elements, suppose k equals to 1, we can increase k by 1 and decrease we can increase the smaller value by 1 and decrease the greater value by 1, where it becomes 4 and 8. The difference will be 4. Clear? Now, like that, we have to do between these. We have to do between these. We have to do between these. Why we have to do between these adjacent one? Because the difference between the adjacent one will be the minimum. Why minimum? Because see, here the element is 3, here the element is 12. So if we want to do the operation between 3 and 12, then you cannot minimize the operation, you cannot minimize the answer. Okay, you have to do the operation between the adjacent elements. Clear? I am explaining again why we are sorting the array. Because we know the difference between the adjacent one will be the smaller, will be the minimum. Okay, why minimum? Because the array is sorted and we can increase the array by k element, and we can we can increase the smaller value by k element, and we can decrease the greater value by k element. Okay, by which the difference between these two will be minimum. And if we want to do the operation between like 3 and 12, then the difference will be higher. Okay, the difference will be higher than 9 and 12. So we have to do the operation between 9 and 12, not 3 and 12. Okay, up to this I think it is clear. One more thing you have to keep in mind, you cannot have any negative height. Okay, why not negative height? So it is simple and clear that that it is the question said that it is the height of each tower. So height of any tower cannot be negative. So we have to ignore the negative one. Like here our element is our k is 7, and if we decrease 7 here, then the element will be -6, which is not possible. Okay, we have to keep this in mind. So now what we will do? So we have already decided that we have to increase the smaller element and we have to decrease the greater element. So our smaller element is minimum equals to 3, and we have said that we have increased the smaller element 3 plus k. Okay, and our maximum element, what is our maximum element? Our maximum element is 20, and we will decrease our maximum element. So now our element will be 3 plus k equals to 6, and 20 minus k equals to 20 minus 3 equals to 17. Okay, now our difference is 14. Clear? I think it is clear. Now dip down to the main solution. Our array is 3, 9, 12, 3, 9, 12, 16, 20. Okay. Now, what I have said? I have said that my mean element equals to 3 plus k, and my max element will be 20 minus k. Now, very interesting thing is that what I have said? I have said that we have to compare the adjacent element which will give us the minimum difference between the minimum element of the array and the maximum element of the array. Okay, so suppose in this example we cannot see the difference, but you have to visualize it, because if I dry run it, then it will be super messy. Okay, so I will not dry run it, and I will simply tell you to visualize the problem what I am telling. Suppose, okay, I am going to tell one example by which you can visualize it. Okay, suppose what I have told that we have to increase the minimum element and decrease the maximum element. So I have increased the minimum element, which is 1, and by which my minimum element will be 8. And if I decrease 7 here, then it will be 3. Please notice here, our maximum element becomes minimum and our minimum elements becomes maximum. So it is possible after after the operation, our minimum element may change or our maximum element may change. So it is possible. So we have to check what is our minimum element after every operation. We have to check what is our minimum element, what is our maximum element. We have to check every time. And by how we can check it? By simply using max of the smallest element, and now what element we have decided. So we have to simply, okay, I will deep down to the program. What I have said, int, we can declare int mean, I think, okay, and mean, what I have said, minimum element, which is 3 plus k, and max equals to 20 minus k, which is 6 and 70. Okay, now we'll iterate through the array and we'll iterate through the array and we'll check every adjacent element. After we'll check every adjacent element. How we will check every adjacent element? We will decrease this element by k and we will increase this element by k, and we will check if these two are the minimum and maximum element. After increasing k, ये तो नहीं हुआ कि after increasing k it will become the maximum element. Okay, hope you will understand. Suppose our k value is 12. Okay, after increasing 12, see, after increasing 12, our this value will become 21. So when we are going to perform this operation, okay, when we are going to perform this operation, the 9 becomes the maximum element, and here the maximum element is 20. After plus k, this element becomes 21. So we have to keep track which is the maximum element after k operation and which is the minimum element. So every time when we are going to compare between the adjacent element, we have to keep track which is the minimum element and which is the maximum element. Okay, so hope it is clear. I have explained well. So coming to loop part, for int equals I equals to 1, I less than n, n means array size, okay, I plus plus. What we will do? We will check one condition, what I have said, that the element cannot be negative because the height cannot be negative. So what we will check? If array of I minus k less than 0, then simply continue. Clear? Why I have done this? Because I have already said any element cannot be negative. Okay, because height cannot be negative. Now we have already told the smallest element is equals to, after sort we have to sort first, array dot begin, array dot end. We have sorted our array. Now our smallest element is array of 0 plus k. Clear? Hope it is clear. Largest element is equals to array of n minus 1 minus k. Okay, here you can see minimum element is equals to 3 plus k, 20 minus k. I have written the example. Okay, minimum element is equals to 3 plus k, which is 6, and 20 minus k, which is 17. Now difference equals to 14. Okay, we have to write one line here also. Int answer equals to largest minus smallest. Okay, we'll compare with this answer throughout the code. If the answer if we get any answer which is smaller than answer, then we'll simply store that answer into this variable. Okay, now what I will do, int mean, we'll find int mean. And where is the mean? We have to, okay, I'll go to the example once again. Where is the mean? The mean is here. We have to, suppose we are comparing, hope you can see, 3, 9, 12, 16, 20. Where is the mean? When we are going to compare 9 and 12, the mean is 9 and the max is 12. So mean is 9 plus k and max is 12 minus k. Okay, so the mean is minimum of, okay, one thing you have to notice what I have said. When we are going to plus k or minus k, we have to keep track which is mean and which is max. Okay, which is mean, which is max. So if we plus k, then our max can be changed. Okay, suppose our plus k is very high, so our max can be changed. So we have to keep track. This is the max. Our max can be changed if we plus k with the smallest element. So if we plus 21, then our smallest element will be the bigger one. Okay, you can understand. So we have to check when we are going to plus k with any element, then the element should not be bigger than the maximum element, or if it is bigger than the maximum element, then we have to consider our maximum element as that element. Hope it is clear. So if we plus k with any element, then we have to keep track which is the max element. प्लस के से के करने से मेरा मैक्स एलिमेंट तो बिगड़ नहीं जा रहा है, ये हमारा चेक करना पड़ेगा. ओके, तो we have to first we will do the smallest one. Int minimum equals to mean of smallest comma array of I. Okay, we are here array I 0 1 2 3 4. Here is array I equals to 1 to 4. Okay, here when we are comparing 3 and 9, array of I is here, array of I minus 1 is here. Okay, so array of I will do minus with array of I and keep track if after minus it will be the smallest element or not. Okay, so what I will do, int mean equals to minimum of smallest comma array of I minus k. Okay, int max equals to max of what? Largest. We are doing plus with some operation and we are keep tracking if this max is exceeding the max largest element or not. Okay, largest array of I minus 1 plus k, because we are doing plus with this and minus with this. Okay, two adjacent element, we are doing plus with smallest one and minus with largest one. So we have, and the array is sorted. We know that the largest element will be in the right side and the smallest element in the left side. So we will minus from the largest element and we will plus with the smallest element. So our largest element in the right side. So I have done I minus k and array of I minus k, and the smallest element in the left side. So I have done array of I minus 1 plus k. Okay, now we have got which is the minimum and which is the maximum. Then simply we will do answer is equals to answer of mean of, because we have to get calculate which is the minimum difference between the smallest and largest. Suppose after operation 3 plus k and 20 minus k will be the smallest and largest element. Okay, so we have to store it between store the difference between the smallest and largest element. So what I have done, answer comma meaning of answer comma max minus mean. Hope it is clear, and we will return answer. So sum up कर लेते हैं. What I have done, at first I have sort the array, then I have increased the smallest element, decreased the largest element, okay, by which our difference will be the minimum, and I have stored the difference in answer variable. Okay, then I have iterated throughout the loop and check if the largest element after doing minus operation from the largest element, it becomes if here I have checked that our element becomes less than 0 or not, which is not possible. If it is, then I will continue, and I have checked after decreasing the largest element it becomes smallest or not. Here I have checked by mean operation, and after increasing the smallest adjacent element, we have checked that our maximum element will change or not. If it changed or if it not changed, we will store the difference with the answer. If it is minimum, then I will store that it into answer, and if it is not, then simply it will return the answer and it will give our answer simply. So very interesting problem. I think you understand, and if you understand, please like and subscribe our channel, and also comment if you have any doubt. Thank you.